Here I go again. To read the manga or to not read the manga? That is the question. So, Hunter x Hunter episode 80. Oh, the way that ended is just like, I want to read, but I don't want to kind of do that because the way I've been enjoying Hunter x Hunter thus far is not knowing, but I'm so tempted right now. Like, between this and Attack on Titan, I was already reading it, and I just gave the fuck up after, like, whatever, I'm gonna just keep reading it. But with Hunter x Hunter, I kind of want to just keep on sticking to this path, but it's just so hard. So with this episode, first of all, let's talk about the 7 or 8 minute intro with the whole Gyro situation, giving his backstory. They did a very good job with that. I think the approach they've been taking, like, they took a risk with making nearly half the episode about Gyro, and for me personally, I thought that it worked very well. I felt the dude's pain. His father's a piece of shit, and it was just done very well. But I will say that because I was a little confused. Was Gyro sent to the queen, or did he get away? I was confused about that. But if Gyro was already devoured, which it seems that way because all his men pretty much have been devoured, then it kind of like seems a little bit like pointless to have all this build up to this guy Gyro. I understand that in certain aspects it makes sense because pretty much his hatred towards humanity being explained how much he hates humanity. If he was devoured and the queen gives birth to an ant that has that type of mentality, similar to, like, the way Togashi's building things up, it makes perfect sense. I just wish that we would have actually seen Gyro nowadays before he got devoured, if he is devoured. The way Togashi worked everything together, it really makes sense because, first of all, you got the guy that was originally the little boy that he was devoured and he turned into that ant, and you could clearly see that he has remnants of his past life. He started mentioning, I need to protect Reina, and the penguin-looking dude, the bloody penguin, was just like, oh, Reina? Who the hell is Reina? So it makes sense that if this is indeed gives birth to an insect or an ant that is going to have the genes of Gyro hating humans with a passion, then we're going to have even more of a problem than ever because he's going to be fighting with some Nakama power for the, for evil. So it makes sense. I just wish we would have seen Gyro alive at least once if he is again indeed devoured, because it seemed a little fishy. It was like a king's chair was all bloody or something, and I don't know. If he is devoured, then goddamn, it's gonna be freaking crazy. But I wish we would have got to see him. Now, the whole thing with those hunters, R.I.P. to those hunters, because they got their asses kicked. But it makes you wonder, what was their level of skill at? Because we got Kite, Gon, and Kitawa going in there. We know Gon and Kitawa have advanced a lot. Kite was freaking right-hand man to Gon's father, Jean, so they're very formidable. But what was the level of those hunters? I'm guessing that they were mid-tier. They weren't too anything special, but like, because those were like no-name ants. They were just like some of the generals or whatever. They weren't like, the big dogs, I would say, especially nothing compared to if we get the king. And they got their asses handed to them. The guy was shooting the arrows. The other one was grabbing them quickly before he could even shoot them. The one had to run away. The other one had his head ripped off, which, by the way, we went really, really dark. You got people being shot to death. But before I get into that, if these are mid-tier or whatever, then and they were getting handled around, when Gon and Kitawa go up against them, those particular ants of that power, I think they'll have a little bit of a struggle, not too much. But then that just goes to show, like, when the Ant King comes, who's going to be able to stop him? If Kite sent his people out to go tell the association, they're going to have to send some reinforcements for when the king does arrive, if he is born. I don't know. I'm assuming that he's going to be born, because I remember there was like this ant with like a helmet in the intro, at the end of the intro, so I'm guessing that might be the king. And again, this is all speculation, all off the anime, no spoilers from me, so obviously I haven't read the manga, but I'm guessing that if he is born, then they're going to have serious trouble, and, they're fucked, because look, one got his head ripped off, one couldn't do jack shit, another one had to run and then got shot to death. And wasn't my imagination, or did it look like the ant that shot that human to death, that shot that hunter to death, looked like he was raping her or something? I don't know, maybe it was just me, but he kept on doing some weird motions to a dead body, and I was just like, wow. Just wow. Again, maybe it's just me, but it looked pretty freaking weird at that particular scene. All in all, this episode, freaking phenomenal. You have a lot of dark things going on. This is what you call a dark shonen, because this isn't seinen, this is shonen, and it is dark as hell. That intro with Gyro, already dark as hell. Then you go from that miserable freaking shit where his father beat him half to death for moving in his bed to ants eating people's heads off and shooting them to death and even possibly raping one of them. It's crazy because these ants, they're if they come out with the Gyro genes or the Gyro's group, because I don't know if Gyro's group all believed in the same thing as him, as like hating all humans or whatever, but if they come out with those genes and the next generation of ants that come from the queen, it's going to be outrageous, and I can't wait to see it. But I give this episode, I want to give this a fair one. I'll say 4.5 out of 5, and the reason I'm giving 4.5 out of 5 is because I think it would have been more impactful if we would have got to see Gyro just before he got devoured, because it was like all this hype for Gyro. We heard of Gyro before and his entire group, and we didn't really get to see much of his group other than them beforehand when they shot a couple of the ants and then them getting devoured, and we didn't see Gyro at all current day. So I wish we would have got to see more of a Gyro, but 4.5 out of 5, still an amazing episode. I can't stop myself. I need to read the manga. I need to read it. God damn it. Let me know at the start of the episode. Did you go crazy? Favorite part of it? Was it the Gyro part? Because that was handled very well. Was it the ants eating those hunters? Was it Gon and Kitawa getting ready to go out? I doubt it's that. But it's just phenomenal episode. Again, let me know what you think. Overall thoughts, 4.5 out of 5 from me. And I don't know. What do you guys think once again? Should I just even crack a peek at the manga or something? Because it's like, how can I stop myself? And also, anime-only viewers, do you think that if the king is born with those genes, he's going to actually be straight up like, kind of like that one ant where he, you know, keeps on, I want to protect, he's going to absolutely hate humans and that's going to make things worse? Let me know what you think. Comment section below. Your raw thoughts. But that's all I have for this review. Thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed. Thumbs up for the carnage. That was episode 80 of Hunter x Hunter. Because I'm mind-fucked right now. I just got to say that I'm mind-fucked. I'm ForneverWorld, and as always, people, I'm mind-fucked.